Recently, Matt released the case study video for the Specsavers of Oz parody video that we filmed late last year. If you haven't seen the full video, I'll leave a link for it down in the description below. In this video, I wanted to take a quick look at how we lit the in-studio piece to cameras, as I was really happy with how the final product turned out. I kept the lighting for this piece to camera pretty simple, with 3 lights and a reflector. Although the reflector didn't actually end up doing much to the final image in the end. For the key light, I had the 720B, and that was through a light dome 2 with the grid. And that was to camera left. In terms of the positioning of the key light, I decided to position it profile to where we were sitting, but I had it so that it was slightly in front of the seat. This allowed the light to reach around the face a little bit more so that we would get this eye light in the left eye, as well as add a little bit more level to the fill side of the face. The reason I chose to have the key light profile to where we were sitting was that I didn't want there to be any reflections in our glasses, because each one of the team wear glasses and I didn't want the reflections to be too distracting when we were speaking. The key light level is basically all of this on the right side of Matt's face here. In terms of the fill side, I used the Aputure 300X, and that was with a reflector, and that was bounced into the white wall to the right of camera. The reason why I decided to bounce the light into the white wall rather than pointing another light in the direction of where we were seated was that the more lights you have directed at a subject who wears glasses, the more opportunity there is for reflections to appear in their glasses. So to avoid that completely, I decided to lift the ambient level of the room a little bit, to lift the fill side of the face, to avoid any potential reflections. This did mean that I had to decrease the intensity of the key light a little bit to account for this overall adjustment in exposure. This is what the exposure bump from the ambient fill is doing to Matt's face here. And the last light that we used was the Nanlite PavoTube 30C, and that was boomed over top, and it was pointed directly down. And that gave us a little bit of a glow on the hair, not too much, as I positioned the Nanlite PavoTube 30C in between us and the background, so it wasn't directly overhead. In addition to giving a little bit of a hair light, it also allowed us to get a subtle vignette on the background, as this tube light was giving a lot of exposure to the background, allowing the edges of the frame to fall off. So this vignette was actually caused by the lighting rather than the lens. The last thing we had was a reflector on the fill side, and that was just off frame here. And it was on the white side of the reflector. I initially put the reflector there before we had the bounce light into the wall, but it wasn't doing a huge amount because the key light was so far away. But I just left the reflector there even after putting in that fill light. To show you how each light affected the piece to camera, I built the lighting setup within Satellite 3D. And here's a bird's eye view of the lighting plan of where all the lights are positioned in relation to where we were sitting. I really enjoyed the process of lighting these piece to cameras, as it's something that I don't get to do in my day-to-day work. Typically with my corporate piece of cameras, I don't get to light this contrasty. So it was a lot of fun playing around with the different contrast ratios, as well as the different lighting techniques that I've shown in this video. If you've got any questions in regards to the lighting, please leave a comment down in the comment section below. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and until next time, don't forget to hit record.